Hey everyone, hope you're all well. Hey Brittany. Yeah, I logged on right now, but then I had to log off because I saw my computer was gonna die, so I had to go get the charger and then I had to do some other stuff. So I was like, oh, let me just log off and then I'll log back in. Hey Barb, good morning, good morning. So I am gonna do kind of an all signs quickly, go through them. So if I do have time after, I'll open it up for questions, but I don't think I've done that before like this, right? Hey Adiverma, how's it going? So I'll probably yeah, try to just pull one or two cards per sign, right? I think it's Aquarius season already, right? So I'll start with Aquarius, see what comes out. And yeah, so maybe even during this all signs thing, maybe I'll already answer a question for somebody, right? Because I really don't know everybody's signs on here, but um yeah. I'll do that. So I guess we'll start off with Aquarius. Huh. Complexity. That sounds like Aquarius. Complexity. So this for Aquarius first, right? Irritates, puzzles, mystifies, complicates, contradicts, clashes, misses the mark, requires translation, adjusts, makes curious, educates, transforms. Interesting. I feel that because right as we're ending the age of Pisces, going into Aquarius, and it is about educates and transforms for sure. And I like that UFO too. See the puzzle piece, the missing puzzle piece for us to start moving into a new energy, shifting our reality, right? And this one came out too. I was just gonna pull one of these per sign, but first house self. So obviously there had to be a lot of self-reflection. But also, right, it's a 1 year, so that's pretty funny that that came out. Stepping through the door, welcome, right? Welcoming that new you, physical body, outlook, self image, life philosophy, consciousness, opinions, awakening, self awareness, arrival, expression, gateway, entry point. That's funny. Arrival and then the UFO. Maybe we're gonna get some. Maybe Aquarius are the UFO, right? Kind of thing. So I like this. Okay. So anything else for Aquarius? Did I say happy birthday to all Aquariuses? I don't think I did. So happy birthday, Aquarius. Happy birthday, Aquarius. Let me see. What else for Aquarius? Oh, I should have let it jump out. Something wanted to jump out. Ah, Aquarius. Maybe Aquarius are right partnerships, right? Maybe you're going to be connecting, right? Oh, I think Valentine's Day is during Aquarius season, huh? Right? Yeah, I think so. That's interesting. Love is love in the air for Aquarius or new partnerships, whatever. It doesn't have to be. That's funny. But this feels very obviously with the collective too, right? Who haven't I said hi? Let me see. Barb, Adiver. Okay. Aquarius are the extraterrestrial in the zodiac. Ha ha ha. What? Oh yeah, yeah. No, it was. Oh wait, I don't know what I missed. Oh, Adiverma, you're Scorpio. Pisces, Scorpio. Oh, two Scorpios. Okay. So yeah, let's see what comes out for Scorpio after. Let me see. So yeah, this feels very like a lot of the collective was going through this, right? So Aquarius, it feels like you've persevered. So maybe that's why now, right after learning all the lessons you learn, maybe it's time for a real like strong connection, right? With all the things from the last year and all that. It feels like it's due, right? It's due like a nice, good, authentic connection. Reciproc, things being reciprocated, right? Whether business, love, however you call it, right? Yeah, maybe you've just been toiling away, working, and that's funny. I hear this noise outside. but it was like getting closer. So that's funny. Maybe that's what it is, right? As you've been working away, like, maybe love's been traveling towards you or a connection or something, and that's pretty cool. So, yeah, I mean, I don't want to make them too long because I'm gonna try to get through all the signs. But for Aquarius, it feels like there's a partnership coming in, right? And it feels like, yeah, it's kind of like a just thing, right? Even though justice didn't pop out, I'm sure if I kept going, it would have popped out at some point. Um, but right, like you're still standing after everything, right? So it feels very like, you know, something that's due, right? Oh, I feel like I almost feel bad for, whatever Aquariuses are connecting to that, right? Like still standing, right? So that's cool. That's good. I think that that's a good message for you, right? Don't get don't give up, right? You're almost like something's almost there, right? I'll just put it like that. I guess we'll leave it at that so you can be surprised, right? Might as well not tell you everything that's coming. Hey, Adrian, good morning. How's it going? Thank you for joining us, Zoe. Thank you. Oh, Leo. Okay, cool. Um, okay, who's next? Aquarius. I did Aquarius first just because of the birthday, so we'll go to Aries next. Um, yeah, so that's why I did Aquarius first. So birthday next. Aries, right? So we'll do Aries real quick. See what comes out. So what does Aries need to know right now? Opposition, balance, opposition, balance, relates, mirrors, interacts, confronts, makes conscious, manifests, disciplines, conflicts with, tests, objectifies, calls out, right? So maybe you've had some kind of connection where everything was being mirrored to you, right? But it was for your highest good to make, bring about consciousness, right? Or vice versa, take it how it resonates, right? But tests, right, calls out. The reason I say that is because I think a lot of times Aries probably aren't used to being called out, right? Because the emperor, obviously. So that feels like something was placed in front of you to have you look in the mirror, right? So that's pretty interesting. Let's see. What else? I got chills too. So what else is there? North Node, of course, right? So that makes sense. Opposition North Node, destiny, right? The guide, right? You had to see, you had to look into the mirror in order, right? Being called out, even, right? Soul school, learning curve, fulfillment, purpose, maturing, experience, fruition, North Star, process, development, practice, path, beacon, blossoming, becoming, integrity, and journey. So that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. Okay, so let's see what else. So for Aries North Node, the mirror, right? Opposition, the mirror. It's pretty interesting. Oh, okay. Damn, do I have all the cards in reverse? The High Priestess in reverse came out, so I don't know if I should take it. Yeah, because not all the cards are in reverse. So Aries, the High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, look at wow. A lot of the cards are upright, so most of them are upright. So I was like, maybe I shuffled it. Wow, the High Priestess in reverse. Maybe you've been putting too much focus on the material world, right? For Aries, maybe that's taking precedent, right? Wow, okay, yeah. Because, yeah, I thought, maybe, because sometimes I'll shuffle them by accident in reverse, but no, the High Priestess came out in reverse. Wow. Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's the only one that popped out in reverse. Okay. So Aries, High Priestess in reverse, right? That's kind of what I'm getting. Maybe you've been putting way too much. On the flip side, it means that whoever's connecting to this has the capability of becoming, right? Like it's almost like that's what the universe is guiding you to, obviously, with the North Node, right? Having things mirrored to you so you could really see your shadow self, see, the choices you've been making. So, um, yeah, that was the only card that came out in reverse. Wow, pretty interesting. So it feels like a lot of things were being, like I was doing, what was it, like an interview? Wow, the world. Yup. There it is. See, the world cycles closing, all this stuff. So you could, yes, my whole gut's lighting up. So things wanted you to, but everything's a choice, right? Man, that's crazy. Yeah, the high priestess in reverse. Maybe you were taking for whoever's connecting with this, maybe you were trying to dabble in the darkness, right? Yeah. Hmm. See? Not wanting to be led where you're supposed to be led, right? Like, no, I want to do it my way, right? Like, wow, very pouty, and that's why it said like immature energy, right? But the purpose of this is, yeah, too mature, right? The North Node, that was the one, right? Yeah, bet. See, I wasn't talking Spanish. That's funny, Bess. Yeah, maturing. That's funny. I was in the talking Spanish. Maybe someone that's resonating with this knows Spanish or something. Learning curve, fulfillment, purpose, maturing, right? And then you got the no, I don't want to kind of thing, right? So Aries, I maybe that's not, what? Don't what is it? Don't shoot the messenger kind of thing, right? Just giving the message. All right, so that's Aries. That was interesting. Um, who's after Aries? Pisces, right? Let me know. Pisces. Hey, Divine Ram Tarot. I just did Aquarius, so yeah, after, if you want to go back and see it, but I did Aquarius first because of their birthday, and then I just did Aries, so now Pisces, right? Pisces, right? That's the correct order. Correct me if I'm. Oh no, isn't Pisces the last one in the zodiac? Who's after Aries? Taurus, right? Shoot, now I'm kind of confused because hmm, interesting. It is Taurus, right? Somebody help me out here. So it is Taurus, right? Okay, so damn. Okay, Pisces, I think you're gonna have to be all the way at the end. I'm gonna put this one back in just because I was thinking Pisces. Yeah, yeah, but I think right, yeah, is the 12th. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do it like that. Sorry, Pisces, you're gonna have to. If you want to hang in there with me, if not, you could always go back and rewind it after. Okay, so let me try to get through this. So I mean, I'm not in a rush really, but I got time right now. So okay, Taurus. So Taurus, what does Taurus need to know right now? Taurus. Taurus. Wow, that's a lot, but I'll just take the top two then. Libra. So maybe right now balancing things out, Taurus. Harmonious, cooperative balance. There's the balance, right? Socially aware, artistic, people pleasing, fair. So, it says both the positive and maybe what you have to work on, right? Idealistic, aesthetic, choosy, aspirational, geometric, graceful, considerate, obliging, indecisive. So maybe there's some Taurus right now that are being undecisive, but I like that picture, right? Very artistic. So maybe some of you right now are tapping into that artistic energy. And look at even this card looks very artistic. Empowerment. Maybe you'll find empowerment in your art right now, or tapping into creative ventures kind of thing, right? Combines with enhances, strengthens, joins forces. So there's a lot of teamwork, right? Teamwork makes the dream work for Taurus. And yeah, overwhelms though. That's funny. So I guess these cards say both, right? They talk about the ups and the positives, and what could be seen as a negative, or in the same kind of thing, right? Intensifies, authorizes. So when you're cooperating with people, don't overwhelm them, right, Taurus? Like, don't overwhelm them. So maybe just keep that balanced um energy when you're collaborating with people. But both of those cards have to do with collaboration. So maybe right now is a good time to collaborate, right? For Taurus. Don't overwhelm people. Wow, look at that. Wow, okay, it came out again. This had hopped out and it jumped out again. So yeah, really just taking a leap of faith. My whole gut's lighting up. So for Taurus, take that leap of faith, right? If there's partnerships coming in, it's like, hey, let's do this. Let's collaborate on this. It seems like you're kind of being guided, right, in that way. And look at, bam. It looks like it'll lead to something beautiful, right? So I like that. Yeah. So taking a leap of faith. Don't overwhelm people if if you're collaborating. Try not to, you know, overpower over. I think that's gonna be kind of the thing. Look at justice too. Wow. So I feel like, oh, and there's the Libra again. Wow. So really, Libra energy. So I think just when you're collaborating with people, just make sure to keep it balanced, right? Don't but I mean the fools here, so I would say take a leap of faith, right? Over being overly it feels like it's more like not necessarily business related, but it doesn't seem like this has to do more with like a lovership kind of partnership. That's not what I'm getting in this instance, right? I don't know, maybe that's what spirit wanted to focus on for you right now, Taurus, that there's things coming in, collaborations with more so like business ventures or creative things, or that kind of stuff, right? So I guess no one's Taurus right now in the thing, right? Because I don't say no, I'm a Taurus. So let's see who's next. Taurus, Gemini, huh? The gem in my eye. Is it? Yeah, huh? Gemini. Oh, why do I hold Gemini so dear and near to my heart? Let me see. Here we go. What does the universe have to say? Oof, now it just flipped out. I don't know if you saw that. Scorpio. That's funny. Scorpio. And look at the most stuff. The powerhouse. Wow. Maybe Geminis are tapping into that. Some kind of powerhouse Scorpio energy. That's beautiful. Transformative, intense, passionate, secretive, carnal. Uh-oh. Maybe a lot of Scorpio energy there, right? Thorough, obsessive, intimate, primal, lusty, deep, eternal, resourceful, mysterious, regenerative, compulsive, destructive, manipulative. Uh-oh. Well, it talks about obviously, right? Like I said, things to watch out for, right? So that's pretty interesting. Let's see what else for Gemini. The sun. Wow, the sun is like the happiest, being, right? Cracking the egg. Bam. That looks like a heart too, right? I love it. Essence, energy, self awareness, life force, spirit, creativity, honor, masculinity. And I think Gemini is a masculine sign, right? So that's funny. Distinction, childness, ego, individuality, solitude, expression, self sufficiency, shine, heartbeat, father. Ah, I love it. I love it. Okay. Well, that's that. Let me see what else for the Gemini. I like it though. The Sun and Scorpio. Wow. Maybe that's a good sign for for Valentine's Day coming up, huh? A lot of intimate, lusty energy and the carnal. So it sounds like a good time. Oh, Hermit. Wow. I feel like Gemini's obviously, right? I'm a Gemini. So I feel like Hermit. Huh? I feel like I already came out of a hermit mode, but maybe some other Geminis are barely going into that hermit mode. So take it how it resonates, right? Whereas you're coming out of it, you're seeing the light now, right? So you can see through that darkness, right? Like you have the light. It almost feels like you don't even need the light, right? Like being able to see in the darkness, right? For some reason, that's what I'm getting. Let's see, what else? Explain this. Ah, wow. Even the fool, right? The fool. So, okay. So Gemini's, it looks like you're taking a leap of faith too, just like your, your neighbor Taurus, right? Maybe some of you are Taurus, Gemini cusp, right? I love it though, the yellow, right? Solar plexus, right? A lot of that sun energy, right? Then wow, maybe that taking a leap of faith towards celebrations, right? Happy home kind of stuff. Who knows? Maybe by Aries season or something. Wow, my whole heart just felt very refreshed right now. That's interesting. Wow. Wow, that's pretty interesting. I almost felt like, yeah, just this cool like thing on the heart, right? So yeah, that's good. I like it. Good for you, Gemini. Good for you. All right, so let's see what else. Gemini. Who's after Gemini? Cancer. Cancer. Good old Cancer, the crab. Hey, how do you say your? I can't see that right now. I want to pronounce. I'm not gonna get to the questions till after, so you might want to hold them so I don't have to scroll back up. The DC 8602. Yeah. So but maybe I'll answer. I don't know what sign you are, but maybe I'll answer during this. Um, what am I on? Cancer, right? Thank you, Brittany. I appreciate you putting in the signs. So Aquarius, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. Let's see what message for Cancer. Whoa, that one just flipped right out. Sagittarius. But that plane jumped out at me. Look at the white horse, the Voyager. Maybe some of you cancers are tapping into that. Look at that. Wow. It almost looked like a crab at first when I saw it. A little crab, but I don't know what that is. It looks like some kind of some water at not like a not a jelly. There's some maybe like some kind of not a jellyfish. I don't know what it is. Maybe like a crab of the like in deep in the ocean. It looks like or like those fossils of those ancient. Maybe cancers you carry ancient wisdom, right? Maybe there's something you're gonna tap into with that. But the plane, it looks like you might be traveling enthusiastic, philosophical, independent, generous, ethical, seeking, happy go lucky. So maybe you're gonna be feeling happy go lucky, Cancer, which is good, right? Because sometimes. Nah, you know what? Cancers, they can be very happy-go-lucky, but then when they get into their little moods, right, they can go into their shell. So, but that's good, right? Adventures, honest, bareback. I don't know, maybe you're gonna ride a horse bareback, but that's cool because the little person on the sun, right, in the rider weight, right, they're riding the horse bareback. So maybe you want to do that. Who knows? Unbridled experiential, experiential. Lucky. Wow. They say a handful of luck is worth more than a lifetime of wisdom. Boundless, traveling, risk taking, tactless, self righteous. So those are some of the. I like it though. Okay, what else? So maybe there's some travel involved, right? Like coming up for you, Cancer. Cancer. Let's see. Whoa, that one flipped up. Jupiter, and that's it said lucky, and this is the planet of luck. Jupiter expansion. See? Wow, look at rainbows. The dice, rolling the dice. 6 and 6. Ah, that's funny. Or 4 and 4. 5 and 5. Maybe those numbers mean something, right? 6 and 6, 12. 4 and 4, 8. 5, 5, 10. Enthusiasm, optimism, generosity, benevolence, beliefs, luck seeking. There's luck again. See, told you. Jupiter is a planet of luck. Travel again. Wow. So traveling, luck. It came out twice. Wow. Teaching, pilgrimage. So maybe definitely some kind of travel that you're gonna do to um to learn something, right? Maybe literally going to like a sacred place, right? Egypt jumped out, maybe that, right? The pyramids in Mexico, Egypt, something, right? What are those stones called? Stonehenge. Stonehenge, no, duh, right? Like somewhere, right? Maybe you are gonna go like on a kind of pilgrimage, right? Mecca, not sure, whatever your religious background is or something that's gonna call to you. Maybe going to, Buddhist, sacred Buddhist temple, who knows? All that stuff's popping in my head, so I feel like there's gonna be a cancer that's gonna resonate with that. Some kind of pilgrimage. Interesting. I even heard like going to maybe that, right? Maybe reconnecting. I don't know. It's popping in my head, so I'm just gonna say it. Like if some of you were adopted, right? Maybe a cancer that was adopted, going back and finding like your birth parents, some kind of pilgrimage that's gonna lead you to some kind of self-knowledge, right? Wow, see, and that what did I say about wow, I got chills everywhere down about something with ancient knowledge. So cancers, there's gonna be a cancer that's gonna be led deep, right? Or is already being led deep to really uncover something. That's crazy. Wow. Something's gonna lead you to wow, I got chills big time. So that's crazy. Something's gonna lead. There's some cancer that's gonna tap into really learning who they are. And I know cancers have huge, like high intuition, right? So there's gonna be something there. I got chills, but it's tied into ancient wisdom. Man, I got chills big time. That's crazy. Okay, so who's next? Cancer. Oh, wait, no, I'm not even finished with cancer, huh? Okay, because that felt like so intense that I was like, okay, what else for cancer? I mean, see, it doesn't even. Well, it did come out. Like, it kind of felt like it was struggling to come out, but hmm, interesting. I wonder why this was struggling to come out. Maybe it's been hard, right? Maybe it's been challenging to step into who you really are. See, and obviously, this is kind of the card of someone like, maybe you are into not the dark arts, but the occult, right? Just that, right? Like this, right? Obviously, if you're watching this tarot, different things, maybe it's been challenging because you haven't really been supported in that. Maybe people around you see it kind of as right? They're afraid of it. Maybe you're around people that are more into like, religious things. But I feel like when you step up into like who you are, and maybe that's part of that journey. of you understanding. Maybe you do have the gifts, right? And you're trying to understand why, and you have to go back to go forward, right? You have to really. That was funny that the Queen of Wands was struggling to come out. That's funny. Yeah, see, it feels very right going on that pilgrimage, following that path, right? Seeing where it leads. See, something's gonna inspire you to just get up and go, right? And the crown chakra. Something's gonna hit you, maybe a dream. Maybe you're gonna be getting all kinds of signs, synchronicities. You're just gonna be like, you know what? Okay, enough. Yeah, this is too crazy to ignore. Like, okay, there. Yeah. Wow, look at you, Cancer. Interesting, very interesting. Okay, so who's next? Yeah, just wait. What is it? Just wait for the questions because then I'm gonna have to scroll back. I'm gonna get through all the signs first. So for Arica Vela, for who else? Dej Diva. Yeah, just wait till I get through these signs first, and then feel free to ask some questions. So who do we got next? Leo, right? Okay, Leo. Thanks, Brittany. Leo. So how many is that? One, two, three, four. Okay. Five. Okay. So I'm on. So we're halfway there. Try not to take too much time on each. Wow. Leo's on a whole revolution. Maybe what all the stuff going on right now, right? Leo's ready to strike down some flies. Breakthroughs, brainstorming, originality, insight, awakening, technology, innovation, humanitarianism. See, that's what popped out to me. Humanitarianism, reform, surprise, freedom, experimentation, the unexpected, rupture, edge, diversity, lightning. Wow. Revolution. Uh-oh, Leo's gonna lead the revolution. Let's get it. That's crazy. Whoa, that one flip just jumped right out. Passion, see? Wow. I think once Leo gets going with that, they're gonna be very passionate about it. Performance, entertainment, creativity, costume, play, love affairs. Uh-oh. Joy, pleasure, parties, children, humor, romance, disco ball. That's funny. Wow, maybe you know, uh, the revolution's gonna look different. I don't know, you know? You're gonna dance the revolution. That's funny. Five. Five is the number of change. Wow. Okay. Makes perfect sense. Revolution. Fifth house. Passion. Look at that. What is that? Is that a lily? Watermelon and lilies. That sounds like a song. Don't steal my idea. That's gonna be my next song. Watermelons and lilies. Oh yeah. So I might end up doing that too. Um, for the questions, right? If anyone hangs around for the questions, I might put the link to my song, and then you just have to. For those of you that already did it, don't worry, but maybe just hitting a like, commenting, and hyping, all that good stuff. So that reminded me right now. Okay, so for Leo, what else for Leo? Yeah, I gotta try to get through these. Wow, okay. So yeah, something, a prevision, right? Planning, seeing something. Maybe that Aries energy is gonna be necessary for, right? For whatever, it doesn't have to be like changing the world revolution, but it can be. But at least having a revolution within yourself, right? Being tired of whatever things, right? You probably close them out and then really just stepping into that, right? Revolution. Bam. Okay, one more. Cause yeah, I'm halfway. Let's see. I don't know what time I started. Wow. A lot of want to hop out for Leo, but just need one, Leo. Uh-oh. Lord, why do you want to complicate things? Hmm. I don't know. There's something right now. I mean, all the energy feels like it's just go, 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 but what is Leo in their head about? Damn it, Leo. See, I don't want to leave it on that. So, ah, maybe matters of the heart. Maybe, yeah. Well, I asked, what is, damn it, yeah. Okay, so you're in the hangman energy right now. But it feels like once things get going, you're going to be okay, right? You're going to push through all that. So I think there's been some kind of, it feels like that's what I heard, right? Maybe matters of the heart, something happened. So once you get out of your head, you're gonna have that light bulb moment, right? And maybe that, right? Maybe that's what kind of leads into that, right? Maybe that's what kind of leads into that. You focusing elsewhere, right? See, maybe that thing, right? Being up in your head, it's like that. It's like little flies buzzing around, and you're like, you know what? That's it. Then you just start using your lightning powers and killing off all the little flies that got you up in your head, right? The flies could be like little, memories or voices that you're hearing, different things, right? Wow. Yeah. So there was something that happened, Leo. Interesting, right? A lot of third eye, though. I think you'll see the big picture of everything after, right? You'll see how everything, because I think whatever this was that got had you up in your head, you became stronger because of it. See, and it made you more compassionate. Where normally maybe someone would become bitter, right? Wow. See, I felt this refreshing feeling on my heart. Where someone would normally become bitter, it actually made you more compassionate, which is beautiful, right? That's talk about strength, right? They say, right, Leo is a strength card. Talk about strength. Wow, that's like my whole heart is just like doing the ET thing, right? Like very, very refreshing, right? So yeah, so something's gonna be maybe that, right? Like there was this album from this amazing group called Maná. For those of you that know, they do rock en español, Maná, and it was called Revolución de Amor, Revolution of Love, right? So maybe with all this hurt you went through, right, with the hurt and everything, you're gonna show people how to love, right? Like real unconditional love, not no fake love, right? Like real unconditional love. What it means, that's, you could be have three swords stabbed through your heart and bam, you still, and Leo rules the heart too, right? So it's funny that all this is coming out. So that makes perfect sense. I don't know why you led me down that rabbit hole, Leo, but okay, there. So you got a little extra love, but it feels like, you know. Yeah. Okay, so who else? Who else? Oh, and hi to anybody I haven't said hi to Billy, Billy Bob, Murky Visuals, Tittle Islands, or how do you say it? Tida Islands? I don't know. I always gotta put on my, yeah, just anyone. Clancy. Okay, yeah, try to hold off the questions till I get through these signs. So this is for Leo Virgo, right? Okay, Virgo's next. So perception, Virgo, perception. What does this mean? Are you supposed to? I don't know why, even though sneakers feel very Virgo-ish, right? Like I know Virgos, you know, they have style, right? Like I don't know why those they just feel very Virgo, right? Three, perception. Speech, that's 100% Virgo, right? Speech, right? They're ruled by Mercury as well. Like Gemini. Speech, thoughts, social media, excursions, dating, siblings, research, street life. That's funny. Circulation, discussions, surroundings, social sociability, yeah. So that sounds very Virgo-ish. So what does wow, passion as well. And Gemini. Wow, they flipped out together, so I'll just give it an honorable mention, but that's funny, right? Your what is it? Wow, your little Mercury twin, right? Cuz because obviously you're both ruled by Mercury. So you got passion as well. I forgot who got passion already. I'll see it after. But performance, entertainment, creativity, costume play, love affairs. Was it just right now? Was it Leo? I don't know. That's funny. That's funny. Oh yeah, Lilies and Watermelon, huh? That's my new song. That's funny. Okay. So yeah, I think you're really gonna tap into that. Because sometimes Virgos are a little more reserved, right? They overly have to cross the T's, dot the I's, make sure everything's perfect. So maybe something's kind of pushing you to that towards that Gemini energy right now, Virgos, right? Of being a little more communicative, right? Being that butterfly, right? Showing your wings, flapping around, right? Expressing yourself, creativity, right? Virgos are very creative. I've collaborated with Virgos, a few Virgos, actually, yeah, quite a few Virgos with music projects and all that. So Virgos are very creative. So maybe it's just kind of pushing you towards that, right? Don't overly think things right now. Virgos, like, do it, right? Call on your Mercury twin to lend you some of that Gemini energy or way of being, right? Wow. So it feels like you've really overcome things. And maybe that's part of it, right? Really overcoming, stepping into who you are, right? My gut's kind of lighting up here. So there's something, but you're still reserved, see? But I feel like you've came a long way, Virgo. So don't hold yourself back now. It feels like if you're very passionate, you might have to see someone else's perspective too. So that's kind of what I'm getting. At this point, maybe you are supposed to see someone else's perspective or just that, right? The way of someone else doing things, right? Yeah. I was thinking of something that last year that happened between me and a Virgo where we kind of just deadlocked on something, right? It was funny. Um, right? So yeah, sometimes you have to see other people's perspectives as well, right? So, okay, what else? And of course, right? Don't cheat yourself. You've been through too much to hold back, right? Because of maybe that, right? Maybe not seeing or something, right? That's interesting. But this feels like an action you already took, right? Again, you already chose the path you're on, right? And it took a lot of work to be following that path. So don't hold yourself back because it feels like you already made a choice. I mean, I'm not getting hangman energy. I just felt like my gut wanted to light up, but then it was like holding back, right? Like it felt like so that's what I'm saying. I feel like if anyone holds you back, it's gonna be you. Wow. I don't know. Is it a connection? Because this rock divine pair, King and Queen of Wands jumped out. Does it have to do with a relationship, a partnership? Very divinely guided. Wow, this is crazy. They both flipped out. Yeah, I don't know, Virgo. So don't hold yourself. It feels like you're already on some kind of path. Maybe that path is gonna lead to some divine connection you just don't see yet, right? Maybe I'm giving you too much info here. So we'll end it with that. Hopefully that helps resonate something for Virgo. What else? Who's next? Who's next? So we got Virgo. After that is Scorpio, right? We on Scorpio already? Ah, yeah, I've been wanting to do Scorpio because that came out in the Gemini thing, right? So Virgo, yeah, Scorpio, right? Or no, Libra. Wait, no, who's first? After Virgo, it's Libra, huh? Libra's after Virgo, right? Okay, so Libra. So not yet for Scorpio. Okay. So Libra. So what's coming in for Libra? Ooh, challenge. Uh-oh. Challenge. Creates tension, stalls, sounds the alarm, motivates, pressure into, frustrates, demand struggles, reorients, hurts, works out, reconciles. Whoa, there's a lot going on there. Look at, and then the two swords balance, right? Libra, that's funny. But I got a weird feeling. So, wow, that's funny because, I've had so many Libras around me. I love Libras, right? Like my best friend growing up was a Libra. Um, you know, so yeah, yeah, I have Libras, but sometimes, yeah, I could, because it'd be like, there'd be some Libras, right? That no matter what in the world, like you say, they'll do the devil's advocate thing, right? Oh, but what about this? So, they'll always offer a different perspective to things, which is good, but sometimes you don't want to hear that, right? It's more like I was just sharing with you, like I wasn't asking you for advice kind of thing, right? So that's interesting. But it feels like in this case, I don't know, I have a mixed feeling. So either you're supposed to, so taking out resonates, either you're supposed to ease back on that, or maybe there is something you're supposed to challenge. That gave me a weird feeling though. So Saturn. Maybe you're gonna go through your Saturn return, some of you, but obviously there's gonna be a lot of wisdom in that. Mm. Discipline, structure, time, responsibility, tests, ambition, difficulty, see, restraint, self-control. Whoa, maybe some of you are about to go through your Saturn return, but that's something we go through, right? And like that, right? They say like the wood, right, with the trees, the rings are like you could tell the age of the tree from the rings, right? So it feels like there's gonna be a lot of wisdom that you're gonna be gaining from whatever challenge you're going through right now. Just know it's for your highest good. It's all part of the plan, right? So Libras right now, it feels like, yeah, there's something you're going through. Whoever's connecting to this, because I was getting, yeah, I think you've been the only one that my stomach was kind of turning because maybe it's something so challenging that yeah, it's a weird reaction because up here it feels stable, right? Because maybe your mind is okay, but your body, who knows what challenge you're going through right now. That's pretty interesting. But maybe it's connected to your turn for whoever resonates. Yeah, yeah, it's weird, right? It's like my stomach felt like if I was on a big, I've been on when I was young, right? In high school, I flew, and then I came back on those Navy carriers, right? And I remember everybody threw up, like because they allowed people in the military to have their family fly and then come back with them on the carrier. I remember everyone threw up once the boat started rocking. That's kind of almost what I was feeling. Unless you're going like on some boat and something, who knows? You got to get your sea legs. Maybe that's the message, right? You're going through something, but it's to make you so you could get your sea legs, right? I think, yeah, I was the only, all that to say, I was the only person that didn't end up throwing up, but every single guest threw up. I was about to, though. So something about you getting your sea leg, wow. And this feels very Libra like energy, right? Because I know Venus, what is it? Taurus and Libra. How do you say it? Venus rules Taurus and Libra, or Libra and Taurus rule? No, Venus rules Taurus and Libras, right? And Libra. Duh, I can't even talk. So all that's gonna lead to something, right? To bringing you into that Empress energy. So it makes sense now. Wow. Wow, look at celebration. Yeah, bam. So after all that challenge and everything, it's for something. So at least know that, Libra. And even that 6-9, right, looks very balanced, right? So okay. Wow, the magician. So just honorable mention, right? Yeah. I think after you get through this obstacle, But it feels like what you're going, yeah, because it left me feeling all kind of weird. So just know that it's part of the journey, Libra. I definitely don't envy you at the whatever you're going through for whoever, whatever Libra or whatever you're about to, right? Whatever challenge you're about to have. But at the end, it's gonna be beautiful, right? Then obviously, okay, now it's Scorpio. All right, so let's get into Scorpio. Wow, look at you. Now you don't want to talk, huh, Scorpio? That sounds very Scorpio-like, right? Very secretive. Look at that. Wow, that's crazy. Scorpio with their secrets, huh? This is crazy. Look at nothing wants to come out for Scorpio. That's insane. That is crazy. Finally, geez. That is crazy. Roots. Or maybe that, right? I was digging out the roots. Like, wow. See? Looks like an old the question mark. Family, home, background, comfort, cooking, inner world. Real estate, shelter, self-care, rejuvenation, habits, shall. Maybe you gotta go in deep. Scorpio right now, really, really digging deep, which is a normal thing for you, right? I know Scorpios can go really deep, right? Like they're not afraid of the darkness, right? Healing. Wow, okay. So right now, oh, that's so sad. Healing. So maybe right now you're going through a healing. Is that the lily again? That's crazy. Healing powers. Wow. Maybe in healing yourself, you're gonna learn how to heal others, right? Or that you can self-heal. That's deep. That's deep, but it makes sense. Healing powers growth, amends. So maybe there has to maybe you've done people wrong, or maybe you have to forgive others, right? You have to really see what is keeping you stuck, right? Or where that hurting comes from, or things like that. Healing powers growth, amends, release, personal development, inherited issues, self-doubt, generational trauma. See, so it's something deep, right? Look at it with the old picture, right? Generational trauma. Wow, I got chills everywhere. So know that, right? Sometimes these traumas that we carry, or these pains, these hurts, it's from past, like, and not even your own past life, but your lineage. Maybe you're the cycle breaker, right? The curse breaker, cycle breaker in this time around, you know? But that's beautiful because it means you're like the chosen one in your lineage, right? Shame, right? Whatever, all that. If you feel shame about something, you're gonna turn it into power. Sensitivity, forgiveness, superpowers. There it is, right? Superpowers. Healing power, superpowers, divinity, cleansing, softness, pain. That's beautiful, right? So don't worry, dry. Well, I mean, hey, let it out. I wouldn't even say like dry your eyes. Let it out. We're here for you, Scorpio. Look at under the deck as a Scorpio. That's crazy. Before I even shuffle it. Oh, yeah. Wow. I feel like there's probably some Scorpios going through stuff because it made me kind of yeah. That's interesting. Wow, look at that. I wouldn't have expected that. I thought Scorpio was gonna be all like tough and this and that. See, that's why a card that nothing wanted to come out. So secretive, right? It's okay. I mean, hey, if you're going through something and you're healing, it's okay. It's okay. See, so at some point you'll be inspired, right? I think when you come out of all that, you're gonna have like new beginnings, inspiration, right? I like that. Good news. That's crazy. I didn't expect the Scorpio one to be the one to come with the emotions, right? I was feeling that. The emotions. Yeah, good news for Scorpio. That's crazy. That's crazy. But I like it. I always like the depth, right? So just try to, balance yourself out. Don't So for sure don't juggle things, right? Like make choices, right? Make choices. That's gonna help you stay balanced, right? Whatever you gotta do, you gotta flip a coin since the coins are there literally. Hey, if that's what it takes to make a choice, make a choice, flip a coin, and then stick to it, right? Obviously, that shouldn't be the way you make choices, right? But it's not like I've never flipped a coin for something, been like, wow, all right, fine, let me flip this coin. Okay, cool. You know, that's so funny. Okay, I'll pull one more. Just wow, look at that. Wow. See, making choices will lead to something, right? So there's gonna be a lot in that. Who knows? Maybe you'll become a healer, right? Following something like that will lead where it needs to lead you. I love it. Okay. That sounds good. Okay, Scorpio. That's funny. You made like my eyes want to get watery and stuff. That's crazy. Okay. So I'll go into Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius is usually a lighter energy. So look at it as I lifted up Sagittarius. Oh, well, that had came out on the other one, huh? So maybe I just put the yeah. So let me show you like good. That's so funny. Good old Sagittarius. Okay, here we go. Wow, okay. I was like, damn, Sagittarius doesn't want to talk to or what? Hmm. It doesn't feel such a different energy because Saturn popped up for Sagittarius too. Interesting. Disciplines, time, responsibility tests, difficulty, restraint, grounding, practicality, self-control. Ah, that makes sense. Because Sagittarius, my dog, she's a Sagittarius, and you cannot. It's funny when I tell her stay, she's like, and she's just waiting, right? Like, can I move yet, right? And she'll just like she's about to lose it because I'm asking her to sit still, right? Self-control. So maybe that's a big thing for maybe you're gonna learn that, right? Maybe you had to kind of learn the hard way, but I feel like with Sagittarius, it's almost like it's fine, right? It's an optimistic sign. And try and flow. Ah, I like that. Harmonizes, aids, enriches, benefits, energizes, enjoys, eases, lubricates, gifts, rhymes, supports, indulges, right? That's funny. Wow. See, and even that water looks very calm. So maybe there is something in that, right? Just kind of flowing with it. Don't overly like go all crazy, right? I feel that calm energy, but I don't know. I feel like you're gonna be able to do it, really, Sagittarius. I feel like you will be able to just go into a flow, right? Hmm. That's interesting. Trine. I gotta learn about all these things, but I guess trine means flow then, or in the astrology, trine. Okay, Sagittarius, let's see what else. Trine. Trine. Yeah, so maybe there's gonna be something. Maybe in that calming down, or after going through your even if you're not in your Saturn return, it feels like there's something and I'm seeing the rings going around in my head like that. So maybe you went through something that like that, almost going like around an ice rink or really, like something, maybe traveling, something you gain wisdom in some way. It feels like there's something, or maybe in the spirit world, right? Maybe you've been active over there. There's something, some wisdom that's leading you to actually take some time to plan stuff, right? See something with your third eye. See. But it's interesting to feel that calm energy with the Sagittarius because, like, I'm telling you, when I think the only time I see my dog like not moving is when she's asleep. No, no, she's still moving. Even when she's asleep, she'll be doing like she's running through a field or something. Yeah, that's interesting. But I feel very calm energy with that. So that's good. I like it. Right. It wasn't like who else got Saturn? I think. Wow, there it is. Wow. High Priest is upright. Mm. Yeah, I think like bam, whatever journey you've been going through or are about to go through, there's gonna be a lot of wisdom. Mm. That's amazing. I like it. 'Cause everything's gonna feel just like smooth, like and that's funny, right? Because this looks very watery too, right? Like her her dress or robe is very like it looks very like a mixture of water and air, right? Like the blue and the white, right? Very it's almost like you could walk. This energy feels why I got chills, like walking through the ethers, right? Walking through the spirit world from this world, right? Almost like it's not different. And that's funny, right? Because the Sagittarius is like half man, half animal, right? So it's already in two worlds, but it feels like you could walk and bam, the other world is already here, right? And you're walking through it, right? Simultaneously. I like it. That's a good energy. So yeah, maybe that's confirmation for some of you, maybe something, right? But it feels just like a solid energy. There's really nothing. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Was there a message in that or just more like a confirmation or something? That's pretty interesting energy. Oh, maybe you'll yeah, something with abundance. Maybe you will start doing spiritual work, right? Maybe that's part of the prevision, right? The path. And they're both third. Oh, all three are third eye. Wow. Third eye, third eye, third eye. So wow, okay. That makes sense. Abundance. All right. So there it is. Maybe that's the path you're embarking on, right? Like the spiritual path. Okay, Sagittarius, who's next? Capricorn, right? Capricorn and then Pisces, the last one. Ah, big Pisces energy. The world embrace your spirit. Ah, that runs in their sleep. That's so funny. Um, okay, yeah, so Capricorn, right? Wow, we got through them. That's cool. Capricorn, Capricorn. 6, 7, 8, 9. Man. Wait, nine? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Capricorn. I thought Pisces was a. Did I miss one? Did I forget how to count or what? Who's after Capricorn? Pisces, and that's the last one, right? Why am I only counting 6, 7, 8? Who did I miss? I'm tripping. Who did I miss? No, no, Aquarius was the first one. Aquarius was first. Aquarius, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Capricorn 10, and then Pisces was the last one, right? Because I already did Aquarius first. What in the world? No, no, I did Aquarius first. Aquarius was the first one. Oh, Scorpio. Ah, okay. So I did do Scorpio. Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, okay. You just didn't put it in there because I was counting those and I was like, who did I? Okay, so Capricorn assets. Wow. And I know Capricorn, right? They're an earth sign. They tend to be, well, they're great workers, right? So they're very good with material things. So second house assets, material. Look at that as I'm saying that. Material world, possessions, finance, talent, value, solidity, worthiness, wardrobe, luxuries, credit score. That's so funny. That's stuff you guys care about, huh? Credit score, security, aesthetics. That's so funny. Wow, look at all that stuff though. That's a lot. Maybe you're over hoarding right now, Capricorn. Maybe it's time to clean up. Wow, and the fact that the wings are there and like the clouds, maybe you are meant to like connect a little more right now with the spiritual aspect of things, right? Oh, aspects. Oh no, assets. That's funny. I thought I said aspect. Assets. So maybe right now, well, let's see. Why are they focusing kind of on that? Answer. Wow. The doula. See, something from very material to very spiritual, right? Cancer, the doula. Feeling sympathetic, comforting, nostalgic, protective, intuitive, birthing, tender, nocturnal, caring, moody, receptive, lunar, sentimental, introverted, defensive, family oriented. Hmm. What is this? Capricorn more of a masculine energy, maybe connecting more to your feminine side? There's something there. There's something there. I got chills, so I don't know what are you asking? What is Capricorn supposed to focus on here? Whoa. Hmm. The Emperor came out. It's funny because I'm feeling like something with the heart space. So I don't, because obviously you think of like the Emperor as very kind of not necessarily emotionless, right? Because they are connected to spirit. Hmm. Protect. Wow, protectors there too, and with the Cancer, there's protection too, right? Protective. That's in both. I don't know what that jumped out at me. So what is it? Maybe you're stepping into a leadership role, but with that leadership role, they want you to be compassionate, right? They want you to use your intuition, not just be so rigid, right? Not just be concerned with material things. Because imagine that. Imagine an emperor that's only concerned with material things. You see, right? All that's like a dark road to walk down, right? Because power is like a material thing too, right? Where you become only concerned with being in power, being in control, right? So maybe for some of you Capricorns, you're gonna be in a leadership role, and that's why I keep feeling the heart space. Wow, it's almost like, yeah, make sure you don't lose that, right? Have a heart for sure, right? That's interesting. I keep feeling that, like, yeah, the heart space, but good, right? Like good. Wow, the world. Yeah. So some kind of cycle closed for you, Capricorn. I feel like you're starting a whole new journey, and maybe that new journey is gonna be like a big time leadership role, right? Obviously, this isn't just the king; it's the emperor. It's not just a king or a queen; it's like the emperor, right? So I feel it's gonna be something that's gonna affect others, right? And I feels like you're barely starting. And look at the heart, right? The heart. So maybe you are doing it from a place of love. It's just a reminder. Don't get caught up. See, it's almost like cleaning that out, right? All the junk, right? Don't get. Hopefully, that's one of the lessons, right? And look at with the wings. That's one of the lessons you learned, right? That's one of the cycles you hopefully learned to close out. And I feel like whoever this is connecting to did, right? Because the world came out. So I feel like that closed. Maybe you were someone that was just connected, like that was the main focus, right? Material things, you know? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you went through a whole tower, everything, right? But I'm not gonna dig into all that. So yeah, I mean, so I feel like you already have an open heart because I keep feeling just this nice, like I feel like there's yeah, it doesn't feel like a stubborn heart. It doesn't feel like rigid. If it feels like whoever this is tapping into, you're gonna lead not just like maybe there'll be a balance of mind and heart, right? It's not just gonna be mind over heart. Something happened though. You went through a whole thing, but if you haven't, then clean that clutter, right? Hopefully, maybe this is just a reminder. Hey, don't forget what you learned, right? Don't forget what you learned. Okay, so now, last but not least, Pisces. Whew. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Control, physical. Yeah. Yeah, the legacy. Yeah, right. Okay, so Pisces. Thank you. Yeah, so I know you're a Pisces, obviously, Brittany. Thank you for helping out and everything. Hopefully, there's a good message for you. What are you getting shy now, Pisces? What? Oh, okay, so they want to jump out, but there we go. The moon. Wow, that's your thing, right? Feelings. Oh, feelings. Pisces, are you in your feelings? Instinct, nurturing, gut reactions, comfort, digestion, home, family, conditioning habits, femininity, lineage, privacy, embodiment, emotions, sustenance, self-soothing, moods, mother, Pisces, feelings. Aw, that's weird though. Why is because the moon? That I was like, oh, that's crazy. They made it all dark. That's funny. But the pearl, wow, I like it. In this case, it almost feels like your feelings is a gift, right? It's precious, right? Like a pearl, like a precious pearl, right? So it's good to, right? Maybe sometimes feelings may feel overwhelming, right? But they're not, right? It is a gift, right? It's a beautiful thing to have feelings. It's better have feelings than not have feelings, right? Maybe sometimes they have to be regulated, but I like the little clouds they put in here too. But yeah, I don't know why they use the moon like that. So like stone. I'm not getting that energy. See, I even have like I felt a whoosh like on my throat and the heart. Like that's pretty interesting. So maybe if you've been not expressing your feelings, you're gonna be able to now because it just felt fresh. But on my throat too. So maybe if you're a Pisces that has a hard time communicating your emotions, maybe yeah, because my throat just felt like really like fresh, like if I just had that like eucalyptus on the whole throat going down like that. That's pretty interesting. Hmm, I like that energy. Very soothing. Whoa. Seventh house, relating. What is that? Oh, look at balanced, right? Oh, look at love. Oh, I didn't realize it's a silhouette, right? Two people making out. That's good. Maybe for Valentine's Day, you're gonna be I heard that song in my head, Let's Get It On. So who knows, right? Look at, are those feathers, red feathers? Or I don't know if that's a flower. Partners, compassionate, best friends, marriage, relationships, opposition, equilibrium, sharing, communion, justice, balance, social awareness. Wow. So I don't know. I guess seventh house, is that the one that has to do with love and all that partnerships, all that good stuff, marriage? And look at the sun shining. That's beautiful. I like it. Seventh house relating. So I'm glad you were able to get good news, Pisces, for sticking it in for sticking it out, right? Oh wow. Are you Pisces, Divine Realm Tarot? Oh wow, okay. It's crazy. Ah, strength. I like it because you know the strength, it has the eight and the lion, right? Just like she has the eight and then the lion, it's above the two of cups, right? So maybe this will be like, whatever connection you come into is gonna be really strong, right? So that's beautiful. And then look at the solar plexus, right? Something that's gonna feel very true, very, you know, strong, true. And then even with this, right? Look at because here it says that jumped out at me. Even though it looks like someone that's, but it's like that, right? Oh, look at Pisces. Ah, ha, ha, ha. That's beautiful. I like it. And it says deseos cumplidos, right? Wishes granted. So I like it, right? Look at everything so bright, like the yellow, right? Solar plexus, right? Sacral and solar, right? Because behind all the yellow and the blue, the throat. Wow. And I was feeling all that thing with the throat, all that blue, right? That's funny. Really? Wow. Everything's kind of the red, right? For the root, the yellow, the throat, the solar, the orange, the sacral, right? The shoes look like orangey. That's funny. Unless they're wooden shoes, right? Wooden shoes. Maybe you have lineage from who has the wooden shoes? Holland or something? Nova Scotia or I don't know. One of those places. But yeah, no, I like it. I'm glad. Ah, wow. You can't make it or look what's under. There it is. Bam. All right. Get it, Pisces. Look at see the lion with the yeah, caduceus, right? Something's gonna be very healing. Ah, see, I'm feeling the freshness right here. That's good. I like it. Perfect way to close it out, right? So there it is, Pisces. I like it, right? Relationships, two of cups, gonna feel very strong. Feelings, right? It's okay to express your feelings, right? It almost feels like, you can really only be blocked with sharing your feelings if you block yourself, right? And so part of that is you, like, I know sometimes, someone could be like, well, I didn't feel safe to share my feelings or this and that, but it's you creating that space within yourself. You're the one that makes yourself feel safe to share those feelings, right? Without having that projection on someone else or without, you know, kind of yeah, it feels like something though, something's gonna shift within you that you're gonna understand that, right? That you're gonna wow, the train. I'm hearing the train, so there's that train, the confirmation train. And I'm telling you, it's far. So when I hear that train, and right now it's already, the sun's already out. So usually at this time, it's harder to hear the train, right? I'll hear it like at 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning, you could hear the train. But right now, so something with that, right? So know that. right? Okay, so bam. Okay, I'll take a few questions. I don't have a whole lot of time, but you know, I'm gonna try to just keep it like a one card kind of thing, right? So make sure if you're gonna ask questions, ask your question, right? Like a very specific question. You have tears? Aw. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear. Yeah, absolutely. I got chills. See, they give me chills, so I'm glad it resonated. Yeah, after I guess I'll try to put timestamps, right? But maybe not till I get back from what I gotta do. But um, oh, that's beautiful. So yeah, if anyone has questions that asked before, I don't know if they're still around, but if anyone has questions, okay, there it is. So is your Virgo going to come back to me Panda Express feelings? What is, or do I need to let him go? Okay. Okay, so is the Virgo coming back? Is the Virgo coming back? So that's very to the point, right? Is the Virgo coming back? Well, the 14, I feel patience though, right? It all depends. Everyone, only right now, obviously, right? I don't have the time to go in deep and, if anyone wants to schedule a reading and all that stuff to like a personal reading, then I'll put the my email in the description. But obviously, temperance is about patience, right? So it says yes, but patience, which I know not everybody's patient. But with that patience, I feel communication is important, right? I mean, imagine this is a Sagittarius card, so imagine feeling like you gotta wait all the way till Sagittarius season. That's that's a long way. So yeah, so I don't know if that helps. And even this, right? I went ahead and pulled another card, right? But it's tied in with the heart, and yeah, the horse doesn't look like it's in a rush, right? So that's your choice, right? It looks like they will come back at some point, but that's a slow moving horse and it's asking you for patience. I mean, maybe by the time like you already moved on. So I'll just leave it at that. Does anyone else have a question? So hopefully let me know if that helped, Crystal. Okay, so for Aricavela or Ari. Oh, it's Ari, right? Ari, Ari. What? Okay, something coming in. What's coming in for you? What's coming in? Whoa, that one just flew. Oh, wow. Okay. It says prosperity. So I don't know if have you been applying places? Are you thinking of new business ventures? Like what? But it says prosperity, right? So something with finances. Have you been learning something? Because it says emprend. Well, no, that's aprend. Right? Something with finances, right? But it says good luck. So I love the luck thing because, like I said, they say since I was little, I would hear that saying, "A handful of luck is worth more than a lifetime of wisdom." Which I don't know if it's necessarily true, but I like how it sounds. So, you could know something. Oh, why, yeah, if you could know something your whole life and then you play the lotto and you hit it, and then you're like, wow, that was interesting, right? So, handful of luck is worth more than a lifetime of wisdom sometimes. So, it looks like, yeah, there's things with finances coming in, right? So, hopefully that helps. Okay, so you see, I'm gonna put my glasses so I can read the names because Arlin, Arlen. My partner's feelings for okay, so initial is Z because he's that's so what is Z's feelings for you right now? Uh-oh. Well, that's not probably what you know what a lot of well, I'll just say this one popped out, right? Eight of Cups. Is something ending? Let's see. I'll go ahead. I won't leave you on that cliffhanger, right? Because a few wanted to pop out, which is one of those cards. Maybe they're focusing on work. I don't know, you know? Ten of Penta. Maybe they feel like maybe they're just focusing on work right now. I asked, do they want to end the relationship? And no popped out. So with the hermit, so maybe they're just focusing on other things right now. I would say just communicate, ask, right? Because I think just their focus is on other things right now. So I just asked if they want to end the relationship, and it said no. So just communicate, 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 right? Yeah, you know, sometimes it happens, right? Like, I think that's probably one of the number one relationship enders, right? Failure to communicate. Sometimes things aren't even that serious, and then when people don't know how to communicate, um, should I express myself more emotionally or logically to the authorities? Should I express myself more emotionally or logically to the authorities? Wow. How would you read that? Conflict. What's going on with you and the authorities? Jeez, not to laugh, but conflict, egos. I would think emotionally, because here it feels like with the logic, there might be egos attached to it, right? This feels like, yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Absolutely, you're welcome. Um, wow. I mean, Pisces came out. That's like the ultimate emotions, right? Ten of Cups. I think that kind of confirms what I'm saying. I feel like it would be more of an, yeah, emotional thing. So hopefully that helps. I think if you try to go logically, there's gonna be, I heard the word is gonna be a disaster. So I don't know. That's what I heard in my head. So maybe you want to go with the emotions for that one. Okay, who else had a question? Let me see. Did I miss anyone? Oh, Erica. Okay, Erica was it. Okay, Erica. Okay. Let me see. Did I miss anyone or we're good? Okay, cool. Awesome. So I don't know if anyone had asked questions before, I'll give you a quick second to type it in. If not, then I'll go ahead and close it out because yeah, I'm sure I'm sure there were other questions, but you know, if you typed them while I was doing the readings, you know, I'm sure they got lost. I don't want to be scrolling all the way through the chat. So if not, then I think yeah, I think I'll close it out. I don't really need to pull a closing card because I feel like And that's funny. As I'm saying that, I'm all opening a deck. So, okay, maybe they do want me to pull a closing card. That's funny. I guess my body wasn't getting the message because I'm like, yeah, I don't need to pull a closing card. And I already was opening the box. That's so funny. Okay. Last one. Message for the collective. Whoa. Activation. I like it. 22 summer. Look at that. Maybe some of you are gonna go on a little canoe trip on the what is it? For the Valentine's Day or something. Looks pretty cool actually. 22 canoe. Okay, 22 summer activation. As the days become longer and brighter, an energy shift accompanies the warm skies above. Summer is found in the south direction of the medicine wheel and brings with it boundless energy and the yearning to do and achieve more. Much like the long summer nights of youth, this time of year brings a palpable sense of enthusiasm, which allows for an infusion of energy into long standing goals and projects. This time highlights a desire to focus on the physical aspects of life and gives way for the activation of healthier ways of being. Exercise and physical activities are emphasized right now, and there is a nudge from the spirit world to act on any undertakings you might have recently put off. Now is the time to make your dreams a reality and to take steps towards the future you have envision for yourself. If you have drawn this card today, the warm breeze brings with it all the extras associated with the summer months. Extra sunshine, extra time, and extra excitement in life. There is also a desire to take action, actively put effort into your goals, and bring ideas into physical reality. Today is a great day to map a way to continually work towards your dreams and manifest them into reality, whether with a vision board, new health regimen, or list of to-dos. Wow, I love that. Maybe some of us need to make a vision board and make a list of things. I know I had got that for somebody, right? I think when I was doing another live and I pulled a card or I pulled something for someone, I think that's literally what I saw, like someone making a list, right? I think I shared that before. So that's beautiful. Okay. On that note, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for your questions. In general, there was some interesting energies, right? During like certain signs and all this, but thank you all for allowing me to connect to your energy. It's always an honor. Hopefully you all have a great day. Hopefully that resonated, that helped. I'll put timestamps. I probably won't have time right now, but I'll come back to it a little later today and put the timestamp. So thank you all. And yeah, thank you, Brittany, for helping out for sure. Thank you for putting the helping me keep track of the science and everybody else. So I'll see you all on